the rundown.
Let's do it.
We're going to run down the Academy Award nominees real quick. Not all of them, but the ones that I just felt like. I didn't write it on here. So it's not there. So we're going to have to look at the monitor to read it off here if I can get this going on. So let me start off with nominees for production design. We're going to do a rundown of the nominees and give you our thoughts of who may win. I want to kind of compare them if you can remember your best of 2022. Okay. See if any of your best or your worst pops up on any of these.
Elvis, Avatar.
Can I get the graphic working first?
No.
Nominees for production design. Nominees are All Quiet on the Western Front. Number 2, Avatar: The Way of Water. Number 3, Babylon. Elvis and the Fabelmans. I already know what your pick for best production design.
For best production design, I'm going to go with Avatar.
I think that would be the one that's probably going to take it.
To me, but I've not seen the other 3.
Yeah.
So with the 2 that I've seen, I would pick Avatar.
What about you, Joe? What do you think would be from your list?
I would say Avatar.
You think production-wise is going to be that? I'd have to agree.
It's pretty over the top.
Yeah,
so
that's why I kind of feel like that one's kind of got to be what it is.
Definitely not Elvis. No. Production-wise, Elvis was good.
It really was.
It was.
No lie.
Moving to the next one's rundown. The next one real quick. If this computer will work with me, I forget. There we go. Original screenplay. Let me go full mass here. Ooh. Nominees for original screenplay. This is the script. An original, not based on any adaptations. The Banshees of Inisherin, if I'm saying that correctly. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, which is probably going to be my pick. Yes. The Fabelmans, Tar, and Triangle of Sadness. That was an Amy Newman pick for best on her best list. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once is the one that was on my list, so that's the one I would pick. What about you, Greg?
I mean, I only saw one, but I would go with, the clips that I've seen of the other ones, I'm going to go with Everything. I still cannot
believe I convinced you to watch that movie. When we saw that movie, have you still seen it yet?
What, Everything?
Everywhere, All at Once?
I've seen it.
Oh,
it's amazing.
Man. Makes you look at butt plugs a lot differently. What do you think, Tabs?
Why you got to go to me after comments like that? No, for originals.
If you guys knew what she was talking about before we went on, but I digress. You're right. Okay. That was a bad transition. Sorry about that.
Anywho,
butt plugs.
Stop. So being that it's original screenplay, I hate you. You're a butt. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once seems like an obvious pick for a winner for this. Like, just the concept of that screenplay is just phenomenal. So yeah, definitely would pick that.
Yeah. Oh, the For Me's not working.
Good. Now, what's the next? Because you're out of time.
Anywho, next one we have is rundown nominee. Why is the picture so small? Nominees for this is an adapted screenplay. So we have All Quiet on the Western Front, Glass Onion. People are like, why is Glass Onion on there?
Because Glass Onion.
Oh no, I'm saying why wouldn't that be an original? No, it was based on a book. It's an adaptation. Living, I haven't even heard of that movie. Top Gun Maverick, I already know what Joy's pick is, and Women Talking. There's just too much of that going on.
Oh my God, you are between two women. Do you want to die today?
Joy, what is your pick for best adaptation of a screen?
I'm going with Top Gun Maverick.
Going with Top Gun. I'm gonna go with The Onion. I'm going with The Glass Onion. That was on my, because that was one that was on my list, and I know Top Gun was on yours. Tabs, what about you?
I'm going for Glass Onion. I loved that movie. I know that it was kind of like a hit or miss for people, but I truly enjoyed it.
I liked the movie a lot.
But I feel like for me...
Yeah, I thought it was good. Hold on, Nixon, All Quiet on the Western Front was so good, she said. Okay. I haven't seen it, so...
Is this going to work? Let me see if I can get this to work. Hold on.
For me...
Wait a second. Oh, you're gonna be mad if I can figure out how to get this soundboard working again. Screw it.
Stop messing with things and
go to the next. Something else up.
Before I mess something else up.
Yes, and
Joy.
We're already past
time. We're at the end of the day.
Do it, man. You're getting yelled at now. Two women.
I can't hear
women talking.
You're literally saying the things I know I'm gonna hear later on. Do it, Chris. You know you like it.
Visual effects.
Nominees for visual effects. All Quiet on the Western Front. Avatar: Way of Water. The Batman. Black Panther. Wakanda Forever. Top Gun Maverick.
I think it's going to be Black Panther.
Ooh. It's visual. James Cameron is the king of visual effects.
I understand.
It's going to be Avatar.
But I think it's going to be Black Panther.
Babe, what do you think?
I'm going to go with the unpopular opinion just because
Top Gun Maverick.
visual effects and the links they had to go to get those real shots,
Real
not
shot. I was about to
real
say,
shots.
I can give you that.
I would
I
give
can
Top
give-
Gun.
I can
Top
give
Gun
you
Maverick.
that.
I have a sneaky link feeling that it's going to be Top Gun only because of that reason alone. Because that's all they talk about, the fact that those were
were inside,
That is a legitimate argument.
shot
though.
by them
Mhm.
in the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can back you on that one.
You could-
I think Black Panther, just because I think it was so visually expanded, in my opinion, from the first.
They call him Go God. I love that part. The fish man. My five. Okay. Man, okay. So we all had 3 different picks.
Nixon said Way of Water is her pick.
Okay. Nixon's the tiebreaker. I win. All right. Moving on to the to the next one. Nominees for animated feature film. Guillermo del Toro's
Oh.
Pinocchio.
Didn't see any of
Marcel
I
the
saw
Shell with shoes on. Didn't see that
Didn't
either.
see that.
Puss in Boots, which is one that everybody's going crazy for. They
I didn't see that one yet.
I got to see it. The Sea Beast. I
Saw
haven't
that.
even heard that one.
It's pretty good.
And Turning Red, which should be the winner.
That's the one I'm.
That's the one
okay.
I'm picking.
My child has watched that
Going
437
by
times.
what has been winning,
Going by what's been winning. What would you say?
Pinocchio.
You think Pinocchio's
think
gonna
so?
take it?
Really?
Wait.
Like-
Wait, Disney's Pinocchio or this? No, this
Yeah.
is Guillermo del Toro.
yeah. And he's already won I see
what you're
he's
saying.
won several other
Other-
categories of the
Okay.
stuff that's
For
already.
animation, no?
Mhm.
I just think Turning Red, by popular aspects, like having kids who watched it non-freaking stop. The Sea Beast was great, but they just didn't keep watching that. They've seen Puss in Boots, but I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
And the Pinocchio one's not really. It wasn't like my 8-year-old isn't going to watch it over and over again.
Right.
But Turning Red, man, I couldn't get
Well,
that
I know
off the
that
TV.
even though Jasmine's kids have no idea what it's about, they watch it
Do they?
nonstop.
The Pinocchio one.
No, Turning
Oh,
Red.
yeah,
Turning
Turning
Red.
Red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have no idea what it's even about,
Yeah.
but they are entertained in
about a period.
songs and dancing.
Yeah.
It's about a woman going through the change.
It really is.
Well, they're too young. They have no
Yeah.
clue.
You going
It's
through-
just a teddy bear in their eyes and a lot of music, and
Oh,
they
yeah.
just think it's great.
Yeah, the fake ass in sync. But
Nixon likes Pinocchio.
okay, maybe Pinocchio you might be right about that. Nominee for an actress in a supporting role, Angela Bassett,
Angela
your
Bassett.
winner. Is it Hong Chow from The
Yeah.
Whale? Carrie Condon from Banshees of Inisherin. Jamie Lee Curtis from Everything Everywhere All at Once. I feel like it's between those two.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be
Stephanie
between the two.
Hughes from Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Jamie Lee Curtis was amazing in that movie.
Her.
I cracked up at the fact that she took home the portraits of her and the main character, the main actress, like their family portraits with the
Oh,
hot
yeah.
dog
The long
fingers.
fingers?
Yeah, she took them home.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
She's
god,
like
she got
there
those
at my
hanging up
house.
on the,
Yeah.
the wiener fingers.
Ones
Yes.
made me so uncomfortable.
Oh, I mean, a universe where the monkeys with the long fingers were the ones who evolved. It's, oh my god. Oh, spoiler alert. Sorry about
Nixon
that.
says it's Angela's time.
Yeah.
agree.
She's getting this award as an apology for not getting it for What's Love Got to Do with It. Just like people feel like not Samuel Jackson. Denzel Washington got his award for Training Day as an apology for not getting it for Malcolm X. Because why does
And I mean, you cannot go wrong with Angela Bassett winning this. Like,
She was-
she's been nominated before, but I feel like she deserved it.
oh, definitely.
That scene, like as much as I've suffered, you have not lost all that I have lost. I mean, that was a powerful scene. Nominees for actors in a supporting role: Brendan Gleeson, The Banshees of Inisherin, Brian Tyree Henry, Causeway, Judd Hirsch, The Fablemans, Barry Colgan, The Banshees of Inisherin, Ki Hugh Kwan. Everything, Everywhere. He is only.
It's his-
it's the only one that I've
his
seen,
time.
but I've seen the footage of him winning award. I mean, those
He
other
is-
awards
He's
are.
a doll.
Yes,
He
you
is
love
just
him.
a doll.
It tells you who's gonna likely win or where
Yeah.
these same people are voting when they vote for the academy. Because some of these people are the same people that are voting these other things, are the same people that are in the academy. And if they're voting for certain people in this, that means that person is likely to win in this.
And the
So
fact
he's
that
probably got this. He's
he-
won everything else.
He had to call on Chunk, who
Uh-huh.
is a lawyer now,
to give him a
draw
good
up
deal
his contract.
because he didn't have a
He didn't have a
agent.
lawyer. He hasn't acted
Chunk-
in a
Chunk
long
is his-
time.
is his-
Are you
Chunk-
kidding me? I did not know this.
Chunk is a lawyer
Chunk
now.
is a lawyer now.
What?
He had to
And-
call his old friend and
Yeah,
say, I don't
he
have an
called him
agent, I
up.
don't have a lawyer,
And
I
he
need
was
help. And he's like, I
I'll
got
do
you,
it.
bro.
He's like, yeah, let's do
What?
it.
That's amazing. amazing. I did not know
Yeah,
this.
it's amazing, but that means Chunk getting paid too. He's like, thanks for calling me, bro. I got you. But you know he's gonna have his back though. Yes, that's the
Nixon agrees.
That's the cool thing about that.
Nixon
So
agrees.
we're all in agreement on that one. Let's see, real quick, going to the next one. Rundown.
You went to the middle of the screen.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, so, yeah, I gotta go to the top. Nominee for actor in a leading role, Austin Butler.
Ooh.
Let me go full mass on this because it's so important to one person here.
No, it's not.
Austin Butler, Elvis Presley,
He just wants to
Colin
mess with you.
Farrell for the
That's not
Banshees.
even my pick.
Brendan Fraser is your pick.
Let Mr. Brendan have it.
Paul
If it's not
Mescal
give it to
for
him, I'm
After
gonna
Sun
be
and Bill Nye for Living. A lot of people think it should be Brandon. It's going to be Brandon Fraser, but I'm hearing a lot of buzz that Colin Farrell is the.
I haven't
is
seen
in
that
the
movie,
lead.
so I don't
I
know.
haven't seen it, but Colin, he's under. I feel like, I don't want to say underrated, but
I don't think
he
he's underrated.
crushes it on a
Oh,
lot
yeah,
of things that he does.
He's a
Oh, yeah,
very
no,
good
I-
actor.
Very good,
Absolutely.
exactly.
But I think that this was a monumental moment for Brendan Fraser
It is.
in a very good role. Like, the role he got to play in this was so substantial that I think that that's what's going to take him to the winning aspect of this.
It sucks that we just heard that DC is now. Is that the window?
Nixon thinks it's Austin, by the way.
That DC is canceling Doom Patrol
Patrol.
and Titans, that TV show that
Yeah.
Brandon Fraser is in. Yeah, this is the last season, so
Oh.
but Brandon's getting work though. I think it's good. So yeah, maybe Brandon. I wouldn't be surprised. It's a stat cast. I think I wouldn't be surprised who won it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna challenge myself. I'm on top of that first time watching thing that we should do
Yes.
for RRR. That would be funny as hell.
It's going to be so funny.
I'm going to challenge myself. I'm going to try to watch all of these movies that I haven't seen before the Oscars. I'm going to try to do that. I'm not going to ask anybody else to join me. I'm going to watch it myself.
I don't know if I can make that happen.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to become cultured. These peons next to me, they don't understand the culture.
Whatevs.
I'm the real movie guy on the panel here. You guys follow me. Like me on TikTok.
Oh my God.
Hit that like button. Kiss me on the lips.
Ugh.
All right. One person here wants to kiss me. All right. Nominees for actress in a leading role: Cate Blanchett, Tar, Ana de Armas in Blondie, Andrea Riseborough in To Leslie, Michelle Williams in The Fabelman, and Michelle Yeoh in Everything Everywhere All at Once. The two people I feel like it's between. I feel like it's between Cate Blanchett and Michelle Yeoh.
I'm all for Michelle Yeoh on
I'm
this
all-
one.
I'm all for Michelle
all in
Yeoh.
on
She's the
her.
fan favorite,
But we
but
don't-
Cate Blanchett is Cate Blanchett.
I actually think Michelle Williams gets a lot of like critic and peer, like what's the word I'm looking for?
Praise?
Praise,
Like,
yeah. So I think that your assessment of that is pretty good.
Mhm.
As much as I love me some Cate Blanchett, because I really do, I haven't seen Tar, so I can't really go for if that was a role that's going to
I heard that
surpass
all these
those.
ladies were great in their
Okay.
roles.
But Michelle Yeoh, like, just freaking killed that role.
Yeah. Is it bad? Let me throw a hypothesis in the mix. Is it bad to not vote for, if you're in the Academy, not vote for, let's say Cate Blanchett, even though it's a stat cast, but let's say Cate Blanchett technically did give the best performance out of all the other five, but you have another person who has been deserving and you want to make a moment. Do you think it's possible that people in the Academy, even though they might feel like Cate Blanchett, because Cate Blanchett I think has an Oscar, they might go, but I kind of feel like this is, I don't feel like she did a better job, but I feel like it's her time. I think that happens.
I think that's going to always be that
Yeah.
way because
You think that's going to be, you think
Politics
people
are
think
way
that,
in
or you
this.
think that actually happens?
I think it happens.
Every year.
It's like it's
Because
just like with court. You tell people, we want you to be impartial. We want you to strictly look at this.
Mhm.
No favorites, just on their based on their total acting. But people's emotions play
No,
into
everything.
it. They can tell you till you're blue in the face.
That-
I swear, I wasn't
was
playing
impartial
any
and-
fa- I was just looking at the facts.
That goes back to the scandal that used to be in the Oscars, because there were a lot of people in the Academy that admitted that they didn't watch every movie that they were given. They were given all the movies that were being nominated because they were supposed to judge them, And a lot of them, a couple years ago, this is why they had that whole shakeup and they had to increase the size of the Academy. A lot of them admitted, yeah, I didn't watch all those movies, man, but I know Tom Hanks is always crushes it, so I voted for him, even though I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
I was like, they were like, dude, that's like,
It's just popularity vote
it's a
at that point.
yeah.
Yep.
But they had to fix that, but
Yeah.
they seemingly fixed it. But I think
I
there's
hope
a chance.
Michelle gets it. Like,
But do you? What about that scenario that I painted it? What if technically Kate did a better job?
I mean, if
But-
technically Kate did a better job,
But
I think
there's-
that's
Would
fine.
you,
but still,
would you
even-
still vote for Michelle because you feel like Kate's already got one?
But
Let's-
still,
No.
even in that, people are people, and you have your preference.
yeah.
I can watch a movie and go, I'm telling you, that's the best acting I've ever seen, and you're gonna go, no,
I've seen better."
I've seen better than that. This
I know,
one-
yeah, it's always subjective.
So-
but no, but if it's even if it's clear to you personally, you love Michelle. Let's say you love Michelle y'all more, but you know for a fact
You're
in your
trying
opinion.
to remove emotion from something that can't be removed because the whole point of a movie is to receive emotion
Yeah,
from
you're right.
it.
People's experience is always going to be different.
That has to be part of your choice in what you're wanting because the purpose of movies is to give you that emotion, is to pull you into it and make
experiential
you feel something that they're trying to show.
Okay. Everybody in the Academy has voted. You are the last vote,
I
and
vote for Michelle.
you're the deciding vote. You watched both movies, and you in your mind you know Kate did the better job.
See, I don't necessarily believe that because
But you haven't seen the movie yet. You don't
No,
know.
but I'll go off-
In my scenario, you've watched both
okay,
movies,
but
and then
I'm
you
gonna
say,
apply this by what Nixon said because Nixon saw both, and she made a description. She's like, first scene, Kate describing her hand was magical. Someone who loves music. The idea and concepts behind it was absolutely amazing, and I love me some Kate Blanchett. I think she's an amazing actor.
okay,
However, to my feelings and my emotional connection, Michelle's role, Michelle's acting, and the concept of that movie is just blows my mind. I was blown away by that movie. The originality of it. For me, Kate Blanchett's movie is not necessarily an original thought. Michelle's movie is an original thought. My brain had never seen or computed something like that before. So for me, her acting to create something that my brain had never been able to understand before and believe it and experience it and feel it and be taken by it, that supersedes it.
I get what you're saying, but
But it
that's
involves
not the scenario I'm painting. I'm saying if let's say in my scenario.
I don't like your scenario.
I know.
You're
I'm not
trying-
asking you.
you're
I'm not
trying
asking you to like it. I'm
you're
just
trying
asking you to answer the
lead-
question.
Yes, you're trying to lead me to answer the way you
I'm
want
not.
me to
No,
answer.
no, I'm not. I'm trying to get you to hear my question,
know
which
what it
is, if you saw Tar and Tar gave you a bigger emotion or a better or stronger emotional response than Everything Everywhere All at Once, but would you still vote for Michelle to win because you're like, okay, Kate's got one already, and I feel
I
like
don't
it's
do pity.
Michelle's time.
I don't do
You would
pity.
still have voted for the
I
one
don't
that
do pity.
you would vote for the one
I
that
would
gave you the
vote
better
for
experience.
That gave me the better experience. I don't do pity. Pity is not something that I think it should be given in these situations. I just truly believe that my connection to that movie and that actor in that moment was substantial for me.
But yeah, but that's coming from a person who hadn't watched the other one.
Well,
You don't know if that other one
Yeah,
would
I
get.
do. I'm going on, and I'm using someone. I am believing.
That's their experience. That's not your
I'm
experience.
believing her experience as someone else who.
Don't listen to Nixon. She breaks stuff.
No, as someone who also enjoys music and who's also been in that lifestyle, who's also had a connection to music and can connect to that movie. For
me-
I know I'm going to say it every time, but for me, the experience of Michelle's movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once, was substantial. The other one was great, and I had a wonderful experience, but that was a new concept for me. That was a new thing for my brain to wrap around. Ugh.
Got it working. I'm gonna let you talk while I fix that shit. For me. Yep.
But
All right.
I truly enjoyed Michelle in that movie and the way she acted in that movie and all the different concepts that she had to go through and create that were just out of thin air. For me,
Okay, now it's working. Now they can hear it. Okay. She's over here trying to accuse me of steering her to an answer. I'm trying. She was trying to steer me
Unrealistic.
away from.
an unrealistic, just
I gave her a
wants to be-
scenario and she totally ignored it.
am.
No, because Michelle y'all gave me a bigger experience. Well, I said if.
I got a boner for Michelle.
Obviously. All right. Last two on the list, real fast. Best director. I don't care what y'all say. It's gonna be Steven Spielberg. It's always Steven Spielberg. I mean, it's just what's gonna happen.
He won the the other award shows that have already come out this year for this.
For directors, yeah, the directors are voting for Steven Spielberg.
I think it should be Everything Everywhere All at Once, but
I mean, that's some crazy.
That is some crazy ass directing.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Like when you think of the concept
to
of
get
what
that all together.
Yes.
And
I ain't gonna lie. If you'd have told me that Steven Spielberg directed Everything Everywhere All at Once, I would have believed you. I would have like, this was like crazy. he pulls this. Yeah, I agree.
This is one of those awards that you're like, you feel like he's winning it strictly because it's Spielberg. Okay, Spielberg.
And that was that's what the Academy
Spielberg
was. It's happening. It used to happen a lot. According to people in the Academy, that's old heads in the Academy. They would admit it. I didn't watch it, but if I see a certain name and I know he never phones it in, I always give him the vote, even though I didn't watch the movie. That happens less now. It's harder to do now because they increased the size of the Academy. So and there's more, and it's become more diverse. So But according to people who saw The Fabelmans, this is not one that he phoned in. He didn't do a bad job on this. He crushed it. He won last year too, I believe. So it might be a back-to-back, but I wouldn't be shocked. People are saying that the outside chance for the person that's not outside of Steven Spielberg is Banshees of Inisherin. That's what people are saying. But I would love it if Everything Everywhere Goes at Once wins it. Because of what you just said. You just convinced me. I was like, because of the crazy, you had to been smoking something nobody ever heard of, hadn't been invented yet.
Microdosing at the same time.
To do what you did for that movie. No, dude. I want you to stand in front of the camera with a raccoon on your head and just run around. like what? What?
And they just went for it.
Like the dude like going to the director like
you're gonna have some sausage fingers.
Yeah.
There's 2 rocks.
In this scene, there's a rock.
So I'm gonna need you to voice over this.
So I'm talking to the rock. Yes, as another rock. Like, yeah, I read that in the script, and I was like,
Dwayne.
People thought that. I'm sure those actors thought, is this correct? Did I get the right script? Is this right?
Gosh.
All right.
Yeah.
If there's a sequel to that movie, I wouldn't be surprised. Everything Everywhere All at Once again.
Oh my God, that would be an amazing title.
Again.
I'd watch it. I was like, this gonna be trippy.
Yeah, that would be a good title too.
Oh goodness.
All right, moving on to I forgot who we said. I said Steven Spielberg is probably gonna win it, but I would love it if.
Yeah.
But Best Picture overall,
God.
the 10 categories.
Lord, that's a lot of.
All Quiet on the
names.
Western Front, Avatar, The Way of Water, The Banshees of Inisherin, Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Fabelmans, Tar, Top Gun, Maverick, Triangle of Sadness, and Women Squawking. All right.
Women squawking.
I feel like for me.
That literally made me snort laugh.
What? What happened? What happened here? What's going on? Why are you tripping?
God.
Y'all tripping. What do you think? What do y'all think? Who's
I'm going for Avatar just for Best Picture. It just in the way it's performed.
2 billion.
Yeah, the way it's performed. The actual
She loves
movie.
the way it performed.
It got wet.
It is disgusting. What did I?
Well, I would love to see Top Gun Maverick win, but he'll never get it. Never.
I mean, he produced the movie, so it would be his Oscar too.
But it'll never happen. So I'll say Everything Everywhere All at Once.
No, it should happen because Tom Cruise will be like, I single-handedly saved the movie industry. You guys should be on your damn knees thanking me for saving this industry, this business.
I'm not a fan of him.
No, I'm not a fan of him, but
1.5. This woman came home like on cloud 9 when I sent her to see that movie.
That movie was just it
was amazing. People said it was amazing.
Nixon just said Avatar bong water at this point.
Bong water.
Chris is beating a dead horse.
2 billion. I am no longer in the James Cameron Dowden business. 2 billion, baby. Woo. 6 movies have reached 2 billion in the box office. 3 of them are James Cameron. I'm sorry, that's just an amazing stat.
I mean, I think it's for me,
the
obvious pick. Okay,
he's not gonna win. I don't think he's gonna win.
Avatar is the obvious pick. I would love Everything Everywhere All at Once. Like I would probably jump for joy in real life.
They've got the most nominations.
So
11.
I am all for that, but I really think for me.
Keep going. What would you say? Something about a fashion show? What was that?
Yeah. So, but I think Avatar being so successful and the movie that it is, and being James Cameron, is sort of a good one. Yeah.
All right. Hot take. All right. I'm just glad that I got the soundboard working again at the last minute after it's all, way
So
past
glad
everybody's
it's-
bedtime.
Yes.
I apologize.
Yes. Guys, that's the end of this episode of The Rundown. Remember to like this video, become a subscriber, and share. This really does help us out. And click here or here. Thanks for watching.